It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Jaguars and the Bills on Sunday night.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling, right? It was hope springs eternal, even though it's the fall.
It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. This return makes it up to the 25. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out, a former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP and maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Lawrence now off the play action. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Dumped off to his running back. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, ETN gets it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right, week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Hits some space around midfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Allen now on first down. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
He's got this complete to James Cook. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
From the red zone now. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Has it down close. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Bass now to kick this away.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Devin Duvernay to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. First down throw, Lawrence. Dumps it off to his running back. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they
get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Davis, the motion man right. 2nd and 10, here's Lawrence. That's complete, here's Kirk. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field, and now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. They'll come up 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's on the move. He can run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Hardy on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. First tone of the game for James Cook. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Coleman with the grab. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment flag. It's Allen out of the pistol. Finds Kincaid. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Putting a receiver in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. They'll run here following the penalty. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First and 10, it's Lawrence. This one falls incomplete.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Lawrence trying again on second. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that brings up fourth and long. Logan Cook on to punt. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Bills will take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Cook trying this one up the gut. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Jags pick it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Bills first down.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Short side option here. He's running left. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Allen to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and long, it's Allen. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. They're now set for 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. That's the end of the first quarter and our first Sunday night game of the season. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Now Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
They've got a man in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Cook runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. They go right back to ETN. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw for Allen. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, Allen. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Brian Wright on to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Motion man sent left. Lawrence working from the gun. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. And he's gonna have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Bills will be in great shape to begin the drive already in enemy territory. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action now with Allen. And that throw just too high for him. Nearly an interception on that play. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Motioning him from the slot right. Throw on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Bills with a punt team out there. Out to return this for the Jaguars, Devin Duvernay. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pass complete, that's Devin Duvernay. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Now it's Lawrence. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 43. Complete. It's Ingram. He's got to gain a 6 there. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They send a man in motion. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and short. Jacksonville in punt formation. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They'll have him gain about a handful there. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here he goes on the bootleg. He's staying, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Jaguars back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Has it at the 37. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Bills and Keon Coleman running out to the field. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Coleman with the grab. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Pass complete to Cook. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Allen on 3rd down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Bass now to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Jaguars going on offense one final time in the opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. First down throw, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. Lawrence now off the play action. He's going deep. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. That's complete to Ingram along the sideline. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 6.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
First down.
One final shot before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
That's the end of
So we're at halftime in our debut Sunday night contest of the year. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate. Thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check in on the Commanders at home in Landover. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Hardy on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Allen setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in Week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Here he is on 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Punting unit out now. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be Jaguars football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. He breaks the tackle. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Lawrence working from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker, on the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. This time he's looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finds the in route complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Now Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And it's 3rd down now.
And 6 yards to go.
Allen looking to throw. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
They only managed 1 on that carry. Now they're going to have 3rd and goal from the 5.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 3rd down.
So the penalty yardage moves them a bit closer here for 3rd and goal. Cook. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills make it a 16-point ball game. It's a James Cook touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead. Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense ready to take the field now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Another carry for him. And they bring him down around the 34. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now they're whistling for timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And this stays a 3-possession game.
I know there's golfers out there, Kate, that love to play this game as well. And any golfer knows, hey, man, at the turn, no matter how bad that front side was, there's still a chance, right? There's still another hole, still another opportunity. You write that script of hope. Kickers are kind of like golfers, right? They're always thinking of the next one. But unfortunately, with that miss, well, this scorecard is going to end up ugly.
At their 48-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. From the 48. Cook calls it in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Just short on third down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on fourth? They'll go. Allen. He's on the move. He's running for it. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Jags pick it up.
Allen on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. The offense headed back to the field. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 11-yard line.
Now it's Lawrence. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And that will not be enough for a first down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete. Took the check down for granted. He's lucky that wasn't picked and taken the other way. 4th down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Cut out left. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Allen. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1.
Here's Allen. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
And 19.
Motioning him from the slot right. Third and long, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it!
Josh Allen scrambles from the pocket.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Duvernay on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Back out runs their offense. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Lawrence working from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
He's on the move. Took off with it again. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
At his 49-yard line.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
1st down, Jaguars.
Lawrence looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up. Lawrence to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Rolling left, buying some time. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now they're whistling for timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's incomplete left side. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. It's a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up 4th and 9. Now Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars drop the lead back to 13.
Jaguars 14.
On now is Cook to kick this away.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
Hardy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Bills ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Allen setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They'll bring out the punter here. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's tackled for a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Hits him on the in route. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
The handoff on 3rd and short. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. He's on the move. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. All twitched up, they were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Working quickly here. Back to throw, here's Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars get it back to within 6.
Jaguars 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Hardy on the return. And look at this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. Breaks another tackle, but the ball's out. The ball is out. Jags pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he's impressed beyond his work as a passer, partner. He's been more than willing to run with it when the opportunity has presented itself. And I don't think they care how he does it, right? Just keep on moving that offense the way he's been doing. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing now, following the turnover. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Setting up the screen. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throwing now. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Setting up to pass. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They motion the tight end over. Back to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. He'll look to throw it. Setting up the running back screen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Here he is to throw. Pass complete to Duvernay. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
That's caught beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. First down from the red zone. Caught near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.